Welcome back, everyone. My name is Kwaku. Welcome to my new channel, Next Windows. Next Windows, if you're used to my old channel, my familiar voice, it is a channel that talks about Windows and Microsoft. Yeah, so I'm back. I'm back, hopefully for a long time. Who knows? But this app here, if you're not used to what I do, this app is Microsoft To Do, and what I'm going to do is an app review of Microsoft To Do. Microsoft To Do is essentially an app similar to the Reminders app on iOS. So if you have that application on your phone or iPad, for instance, it allows you to set reminders and set, just a list of to-do list things and set times of when you should get it done, and it'll remind you with a notification that you should get it done. And that's what this app does. It does the same thing. It's Microsoft's take on it in their new design, their Fluent design style too. So here it is. Actually, I don't know if this is even Fluent design, but here it is. One thing you can find out too is that I believe Microsoft To Do is available on iOS and Android as well. So if I type in a reminder, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in a reminder. I'm going to type in a reminder right here. Add a to do on my phone. This is an iPhone. You guys can't see it, but I'm going to type in this thing right there and hit done. You guys should see it pop up. There it is. So you see that I typed in a reminder on my iPhone and it popped up on my Windows desktop computer. So it's a nice application. First thing you're going to see here is you got your name. So if you're signed into a Microsoft account, which you most likely are if you're using this, you'll see that it shows your name and it shows that you can search. So if I want to search for it show you remind, transfer credit form, blah, blah. In fact, I don't even remember typing these things in, but I guess I did. Well then, so as you know, I was in college, so that's why these things are apparently there. It's been a while since, I guess I've used it for a while. But you're gonna see here that you see your name and got search, and then you have your to do and your current day. So this current day means that whatever the day is, since this is May 23rd, on Wednesday, it's telling you these are your reminders that you have set for yourself to get to do and to fill out for that day. So if I check them off, if I check this one off, for instance, it crosses it off and it gives a really loud notification. So let me actually turn off these speakers. It gives a loud notification. Also, you can right click it, remove from day, mark as not completed, due today, due tomorrow, pick a date, move to do to, and then it doesn't have anything I should move it to right now. And that's it. And then you see the next thing for here too. So I can also uncheck it. And you guys probably hear a giant loud ding sound. So it's a really interesting application. So I'm gonna start a new to do on the Windows computer, and I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna write test. So as I'm writing test, you can just hit enter afterwards, and you can see it pops up here when you click on it, and you can see added to my day. You can hit remind me, and you can say remind me later today, 11:59, or you can click it, pick a specific date and time. So I'm picking today at, say, what time is it? It's 11:40 p.m. So I'm going to say remind me at 10:59 p.m. Okay. And then it'll give you a notification once that reminder comes up. And that's to remind me at that time. And if you are a person, a project manager or a project person, and you like Windows ecosystem, you can also hit add due date, and it brings in add due date such as today, tomorrow, and so on. You can also write a note for yourself and just be like record, and then you hit save. So now it's been updated a few moments ago. You can see when it was updated, and then even on this list here, you can see that there is a note. So if you click it, you see the note. Actually, so if I do this, you can see the note, and you can see that it's today, and it has a timer next to it, which means that it's gonna ring. So you click the app, you click it to view details, and then you have this here too. So you got suggestions. So here are some suggestions on around what to focus on today, because clearly I did not I looked at this, but I didn't check off anything. So it's going to tell me that these are some suggestions on what to focus on today so you can clear your reminders. So you can click on it and hit plus, or you can hit this right here, the three dots, mark as completed. I'm just going to mark these as completed because obviously they have been completed. Man, this was 2012. This was literally when I was doing my old YouTube channel. That's crazy. So I can click on all these things, mark as completed, keep going, mark as completed. So you see there's nothing left for me to do except for, you know, everything that's been marked as completed. So it's a really nice thing, and basically you can change the theme. But before I'm jumping around, you can, on My Days tab, you have that layout here. You got a nice background, and you got this. You can't right click it or do anything else, but then this gives you suggestions. There you go. If you hover over it, and it says that you know, there might be some that didn't show up, and that's fine. And then you go down to do on the next part of the list, and it's got everything that you have ever written, I guess, or everything that you've written that you've recently crossed off as well, in case you accidentally crossed it off. And then here you've got the 3 dots, which is an extra menu, which allows you to sort them by alphabetically. You've got due date, creation date, completed, added to My Day, so whatever one's been added to your day will show up only. And then you've got different backdrops for the top banner. So if I want to choose red, I'm gonna stick with red because it just is my favorite color. So it's a pretty simple app. It works really well. For instance, when I'm typing in things on iOS, it just works really well. The layout on iOS is pretty much the same as it is on every other platform. It's pretty straightforward. It's a really nice, decent app. One gripe that I have to say that Microsoft needs to fix about this is that on this computer, I'm running the dark theme of Windows. You can't see it because I've set the recording software to record just this window. But in this, I'm using the dark theme. And basically that means that everything is, you know, has darker tones to it. For instance, my banner on top that you can't see where timeline is, you can't see, you can see that it's pretty much going to be, my background is black on everything. And even in my file menu and everything like that, my file manager, everything is black. But on here, for some reason, I guess they haven't updated it yet. There's no dark theme support yet on this application, which is very sad. Heck, if I click on this and open up settings, you can see there's some things here. You can get feedback, you can do all this stuff, usage data, turn on completion sound. You may or may not want to keep that on unless you just want to have a notification before anything. Confirm before deleting. Import to-do list from Wunderlist or Wunderlist if you're German. And it's just, there's a lot. So it's a simple application. Great execution on it. It works really well. It just works. One gripe that I have to do in terms of what Microsoft, I feel like they did wrong with this, is please update this application to support the dark mode of Windows, because if you're on dark mode already like I am, I just see this giant white screen here like you're seeing here on this video, currently on this video at the time of recording, and I'd rather it have the black background or kind of grayish off black background that dark mode says and dark mode is. So yeah, other than that, it's a pretty good app. Highly recommend it. It's on the Microsoft Store. It's not called the Windows Store anymore. It's the Microsoft Store. So you just download it for free on Windows 10. It's like 200 megabytes. It's really small if you have like a pretty decent computer. So yeah, my name is Kwaku, and welcome back. Anyone who heard me from before, this is Next Windows. Enjoy.